funnel cakes, food on a stick, and deep fried treats, you know, like Oreos, the butter, all that kind of stuff. What does that sound like? It sounds like the fair, right?
Pretty much. An A&E's show, Best in Chow, is featuring the double-decker pork loin sandwich at the Ohio State Fair this week. And local food blogger Heather Johnson, better known as the Food Hussy, had the chance to make that dish on the show. And CINCY Lifestyle's Michaela Hughes-shaw caught up with Heather to learn more.
Hi, I am Heather Johnson, and I'm better known as the Food Hussy, and I'm a food blogger here in Cincinnati. So originally I am from Iowa, and I moved out here to Cincinnati almost 20 years ago, and I didn't have any friends, and I didn't know anyone, so I started going out to eat a lot. I started doing restaurant reviews, and after a while that turned into cooking because eating out all the time does get expensive, so I started cooking more and turned those restaurant reviews into recipes. 2 years ago, I went full-time and I quit my day job, and now I just stay home and cook recipes and play with my dogs. I work with the Ohio Pork Council on a regular basis, and they're a group that supports pork farmers in the state of Ohio. And they reached out to me and said that this show on A&E called Best in Chow was going to be filming at the Ohio State Fair. And they said that they had an opportunity to feature their double-decker pork loin sandwich. A&E has this show called Best in Chow, and it features different state fairs or food festivals every week, and they go and they try all the craziest food every week, and they feature it. And the host is Matt Hoover. He's a comedian, but the show every week goes to one state fair. And this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. is going to be the Ohio State Fair episode, and we'll be featuring our craziest foods. And then Matt gets to decide which is the best, and he gets to eat all day long and decide which food is the best. It was amazing getting to shoot this. So it was a really, really fun day. It was exhausting, but it was a really fun day. Today we're gonna recreate the double-decker pork loin sandwich. Now, if you go to the Ohio State Fair this week or next week, you can go and get this sandwich at the Taste of Ohio booth. So what we're gonna do to make this sandwich is we have a pork loin. And the first thing I wanna say about pork loin is this thing is so affordable. You can get probably 8 chops out of a pork loin. This is a half a loin. As the Pork Council, we're trying to get people to try more ground pork and pork loin because they're really affordable and delicious. So we're gonna take this half a pork loin here, and first we're gonna season it. We're gonna coat this with garlic powder. And so we're gonna do both sides, but we'll just do one at a time. Got garlic powder, and then you wanna use a steak seasoning. Now, at the Pork Council, they use a Quebec steak seasoning or a Montreal. It's got a lot of peppercorns and garlic. That's my dog barking in the background. So you wanna coat that and get that really coated on there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it over and do the whole thing again. And when you do coat your pork loin, you wanna make sure to get all the sides. And we're gonna put this on a smoker. We're gonna put it up and fat side up. So there's a little bit of fat here on this side of the pork loin. We're gonna put it fat side up so it has time to soak down into the meat. And so that is all we do with the pork loin to get it ready to go on the smoker. So now we're gonna put this on the smoker. This is a Traeger pellet smoker, but you can use any smoker, or you can even put it in the oven or put it on a regular grill. We're gonna cook it at 275, and it's gonna cook for about an hour to an hour and a half. So now we're gonna make our double-decker pork loin sandwich, and this is, we've got the pork loin, we took it off the smoker, and we let it rest for about a half an hour in foil, covered up. And so then we're gonna slice up our pork loin. We've got that pink smoke ring around the edges, and that's from using the Traeger. That doesn't mean that it's not done, but we see the inside still has a little bit of a blush of pink. And so you're gonna cut nice thick slices to make it just like the state fair. We've got a potato bun, which is the first signature, and then we put 2 slices of pork loin. And now we're gonna top it with some bacon. Now we're gonna put some coleslaw. And then we're gonna drizzle it with your favorite barbecue sauce. Come on, who's telling me they don't want to take a bite of that at the state fair? Like that with a big old ear of corn? Like this is yumminess on a plate.